All right, it's Friday. Sorry, this is a little late. I'm running a little bit behind. I'm going to show you a little video in this clip about what's happened to Facebook. We did a project or an assignment earlier this semester on Facebook, and we see it's come to roost a little bit with some of the financial figures, staggering numbers that they've lost in the stock market. Single largest loss in the history of the market, and the personal losses that Mark Zuckerberg took, and I'm sure everyone will bounce back. But it's interesting to see some of the things we're talking about have real world consequences, and that's dollars and cents. And so we're going to watch this video. I want you to watch this video about that number, and we'll talk about it. We'll have a test question about it, so make sure you pay attention to it, and then we'll come back and just talk a little bit about test two. I'm not going to do as much on the video, but I'll tell you after this video a little bit more about test two, and then I'm going to post also an older lecture that I did about marketing, and then we'll be done, and then we'll have the test on Monday. So let's watch this.
The sell-off was staggering and unprecedented. Facebook losing $119 billion in market value today alone. The worst single day ever for a U.S. company after this profit warning from CEO Mark Zuckerberg.
We're investing so much in security that it will significantly impact our profitability.
Zuckerberg himself lost $15 billion in the sell-off, coming after 2 years of scandals and investigations.
It seems as though you turned a blind eye to this, correct?
Congressman, I disagree with that assessment.
From Russian election meddling and disinformation to the 87 million users whose private information was compromised by Cambridge Analytica. Now, Facebook users are tightening their privacy settings, and the number of daily users is dropping.
So you could argue that there's a lot of rage out there against Facebook, but where do people go to express their rage? They go to Facebook and Instagram.
Facebook insists it's making changes to address privacy and security, and it still dominates social media worldwide, from London to Berlin, the Vegas Strip to Tokyo, also owning Instagram, Messenger, and WhatsApp. Despite the stock sell-off today, it's only back to where it was in May. Tom Costello, NBC News, Washington.
So losses are somewhat relative, right? They're going to go back to where they were. They're back to where they were in May. But Mark Zuckerberg loses $15 billion with a B, billion. Crazy stuff. So anyway, be looking at something about that in the test. Remember, if you haven't watched the Wednesday lecture, it might be the Thursday lecture. I've got it in the little thumbnail. Watch it. I give you just a boatload of test questions on that. I'll do a little written review that'll go out this weekend. The test will be posted probably sometime Sunday night. It'll be available until midnight on Monday, so you have all day Monday to take it. Again, I'll worry about some of you. It gets to be 10 o'clock Monday night, and I'll see one or two of you haven't taken it, and I'll send you an email. Let's do better on this one again. Remember, last one, you got a substantial curve on the last one. I'm going to put something on the discussion board also, but as always, appreciate it. Make good choices this weekend and be ready for the test on Monday. And again, watch part 2 here in just a little bit. So that's it for today, and we'll talk to you again in a video on Tuesday.